So Snake Diet has been promoting his lean meat and vegetable protocol. Looks fun. I'm vegan. I don't crave any of that stuff. So he says protein is most satiating. So does Ted Naiman. Where do you think he got it? I disagree. I've been eating massive amounts of protein. I've done nothing but gain 10 pounds of flubber in the past month. We should talk.
He's walking somewhere.
I'm at my abandoned high school. The ghosts of teenage past have passed their grades in -C efforts. And they're pretty good. I love that this isn't open and no one's here. The odd person walks their dog. Side note, before we get into satiation, my wife has opened up her acupuncture clinic in Kingsville. If you want to go there, just call her number or stop by 16 Division Streets right downtown. She'll fix up your pain. That's fun time. She finally did it. She's been dreaming of this for years, and there she is, working, helping the world. Don't get me wrong here. I love Snake Diet's wacky protocols. They're interesting, they're fun, he's confident in them. I believe them to a point where I'm like, yeah, I think you're onto something, buddy. And he's probably right. Like, protein matters. I've definitely gained strength in this past month, eating at least up to the bare minimum amount of protein. I'm at like 0.8 grams now. I've settled down. For a bit, I was way up there, like probably 1.5 grams of protein per pound. Like, it was a lot just to get satiation, but I wasn't satiated and I just kept eating. And then the digestion went to shit because of so much protein, vegan protein especially. So I was like, okay, this is not working. I'm just gonna back down to like good amounts of protein because it's not satiating, just for the muscle then, okay? Not for satiation. You want real satiation. It's mulberries, picked fresh. My God, the sweetness. I tell you, living in tropical Canada, we had mulberry trees in Toronto, but they're everywhere, and they're sweeter, and there's this new thing I never even seen before, black raspberries. So I was listening to a Snake Diet video, and he's saying, it was the funniest comment, oh my God. So like in the video, he's saying like, you're so satiated on this diet. Like, sometimes for breakfast, I'll have chicken breasts and broccoli, and yeah, maybe for lunch, I'll have a little more, something like a ham and thing, and then for dinner, I'm like this, and sometimes if I wake up at 2 a.m. and have to eat, then I'll just eat, like whatever, man. And there was a comment saying like, yeah, you're so satiated, Cole, like you gotta wake up at 2 a.m. to eat, but you're never hungry, you're hardly thinking of food. Oh, he got you good, he got you good. But I tell you, I was eating so much, like I started off with just adding some of that fava bean tofu, and I was like, okay, that's digesting okay, and then that quickly escalated into like adding more green peas and then some tempeh bacon in there. And then all of a sudden I'm adding cans of beans into that meal. And it was like, holy shit, my digestion still hasn't recovered. I'm still angry, so sulfur hell. But like we're getting there as I ease back on that protein. I was not satiated at all. Protein is only satiating in the sense that if you don't get enough to like maintain your muscular build, you're gonna crave it. So like if you're eating nothing but fruit all day, say, you're probably gonna eat so much and become a super fatty because you're not getting enough amino acids. So you're eating like 4,000 calories just to get your bare minimum to maintain your hair at least. Not a muscle in your sight or future. But if you were to eat like as a vegan, just meals of like tofu and broccoli, that's mostly protein, hardly much calories, it wouldn't be satiating at all. Satiation is such a weird thing. I'm chasing it so hard sometimes. Like fruit is very satiating for that one meal. It's probably the only food that I can back away from and just be okay with not feeling fully satiated. There's something wrong with once I start eating cooked food, I have to reach this state of numbness or something. Like fruit, I can eat half a watermelon, not fully satiated, but I just go out and do things and I'm not worried I'm gonna eat again later. It's fine, but like I've reached satiation, especially grapes. Although it's a different satiation. It's just because they're so sickeningly sweet, you're just disgusted by grapes. You're like, God, this is gross, and you stop eating because it's so gross. That's not really what you want in your diet. The problem with fruit though is that hunger wears off. Like you're okay for a meal and then like, okay, you're energized, I'm hydrated, and then it's like, I'm hungry again. It's like less than 2 hours later, it's like, okay, multiple meals throughout the day and then goodbye teeth. I think the body needs two main things: energy to do stuff, protein to rebuild from the stuff you did. If you look at it like that and you know how much protein you need, it's not much, 0.8 grams per pound is what I aim for. So like once you have that covered, you provide carbs or fat or both throughout the day to meet your energy needs so you're not losing weight, and then you're good. But the problem not many people take into the equation is the satiety. If it's nothing but carbs, you often eat a lot more and you're obsessed, and my body was getting flubberized. I noticed on high-fat diets, I definitely have better body composition and I don't think about food much. Not that I'm ever one to change my diet. Like I have been contemplating lately, just I want to be fasting more for God. You can't hear God without fasting. Like you got to clear the ways. And I find it very hard to do when I'm eating carbs. I'm hungry all the time. I'm obsessed with food so much. Like I'm just always thinking of it while I'm eating it. What's next? It's crazy. Whereas on high fat, vegan, it's just like you satiate and you're done. You don't think of food because you're not in a panic to always turn something into carbs or find it. You just burn your flubber throughout the day relaxed. It's not as good energy, but it's good enough. So I do miss not thinking much about food and just being satiated and doing like one meal a day and just like forget about it. Like, okay, this is like what I'm doing now is just obsessive. And it's been like that pretty much this whole past year and a half on high carb. So I don't know, we might switch. I don't want to though. I don't want to rewrite everything in my brain. Like I feel like I'm finally getting somewhere until I added more protein. And yeah, I'm stronger, but my skin's worse and my digestion's way worse. But like, hot damn, I tell you, flax oil does something for your brain. And I can't eat any while I'm on a high carb diet or I get zits. But if I ate nothing but the flax and nuts, my skin would be fine, if not perfect, teenage girl skin like. And my mood would be so happy. But I think a lot of people are overweight, and if they would just feel satiation, they wouldn't eat as much. And I don't know that I feel comfortable saying, okay, just eat unlimited carbs and you'll be thin. Like most of those people are very active. And like me, I'm not that active, but I'm pretty active. I walk. That counts. And I do like intense strength workouts and I rebound and I run sometimes. But like I'm flubberized. I'm getting fatter just eating whole foods, like real stuff, fruits and starches and lots of vegetables. McDougall would say like, oh, you want a satiation, eat more green leafy vegetables and then less starch and you'll lose weight, but your stomach will be full. But that doesn't do it, man. The full stomach thing is not true satiation. It's only part of the equation. I tell you, reaching satiation is a bitch. If you do it on just carbs, like fruits and starches, you're likely going to feel much more bloated before you feel full. You'll be full eventually, but it's like, oh my God, I'm carrying around babies. If you do it on just fat, you'll reach satiation on less calories, but you might be nauseous. You might not have the liver that's up to that task. I feel those pains sometimes, like sharp liver pains, just from a bit of increased fat. It's not gallstones. You're a gallstone. And if you do it on just protein, then you're working too hard. Your body's working so hard to turn most of that into sugar to use as fuel. And with protein, you're likely going to just halt your digestive tract in its place under arrest. It's so hard to break down protein. It's the hardest macronutrient to separate the amino acids. Like your body's just like, this is gonna take days, asshole. You're doing this every day, multiple times at 2 a.m. in the morning. It's too much, man. So like probably a balance, a semblance, somehow, just don't think of food. Get enough protein and then fill your needs. You get your vegetables and stuff. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I am not a doctor, but I think it's a solid plan to reach for 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight That's a very scientifically accepted amount for maximal muscle gain. And then fill the rest with real food and decide on your carb or fat path. Pick one. Don't mix too much of them together. Then you're really gonna flubberize yourself. I was having like bread with flax oil, and then that's an easy flubber maker. You don't want to mix those carbs and fats. So if you're vegan, it's more the nuts and seeds, Lou Corona style, maybe some tofu in there, sprouted mung beans, you know what I mean? Whereas carbs, it's all fruits and sugar, and you're having fun in the summer, high-fiving your friends, and then the winter comes, and you're like, oh no, oh no. This is totally natural, trust me. Just sum up the video, whatever one you appreciate. You could thumb it down if you're designing a protein meal right now. The highest known source of protein are ladybug wings, but what they don't tell you is that they're low in leucine, and they're not antioxidants. They're just deceit and evil doings. So I'm not buying your ladybug protein powder. You know what's funny? I just bought a new protein because it was so clean. Naked pea. It's only one ingredient. That's awesome. Gives me a lot of gas though. And I bought the biggest bundle they had. It's 5 pounds of it, or 5 kilograms. It was $90. I can't have it. Who wants it? Come. I'll give you that in exchange. You go see Cynthia for acupuncture. Huh? Why do I have to pay you for acupuncture? It doesn't make sense. Still, bonus, huh? You'll get a bonus. Go to kingsvilleacupuncture.com. Subscribe for me,